Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So SMU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Pacheco. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yard.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to...
What a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle.
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Mustangs. What a grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Stanford's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, SMU. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
14, Stanford, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mustangs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The lone back's got it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off play action. Might be looking to run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Pacheco. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's York. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to get the first through the air.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, SMU. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The completion well past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice move, create some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me.
All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They're going back to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain climb. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, SMU.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going for the big play. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Hurley. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grabbed over the middle. It's York. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Pacheco. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get to him. Pressure coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He got it. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking for space. It's Hurley. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Pacheco. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Offense at an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Pacheco. This time he's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense.
Touchdown Mustangs! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 4 over BYU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Looking for room. It's Hurley. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's Pacheco. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They're trying to get to it. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. Running through contact. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it